Saxony of that time. His name was Augustus the Strong. He had placed milestones like this all over his country to improve the traffic conditions, such conditions for transportation and traffic. Upcoming on our left-hand side is a square named Postplatz. Platz means square and Post means post office. The post office was existing here until World War II. You can see the crown gate of the Zwinger on our left-hand side in the background, and also a red arch. And sometimes water comes out of this red arch. It's called water screen. It's a work of modern art. But the people of Dresden have nicknamed it Car Wash Station. On our left-hand side we have the central station of the Municipal Transport Services of Dresden, which was finished in 2007, a big, very modern station here. And then you can see, this is the main street here of the old town, the Wilsdruffer Straße. On our left-hand side we have buildings from the 1960s. On our right-hand side we have some very modern ones, which belong to a big mall, the Altmarkt Galerie, which was opened here a few years ago. There are more than 200 shops there. Lots of snack bars, but unfortunately it's not open on Sundays. But upcoming on our right-hand side we have the old market, which is the central square of the old town of Dresden. It's also the square the city was founded around back in the 12th century, mostly by merchants who decided to settle here. And you can find merchants here too. There's some booths and stands here. You can buy vegetables or some typical snacks here, probably a good tip for your free time. You can also see the tower of the Church of the Holy Cross on our right-hand side. Today's church derives from the 18th century, but it also had some predecessors here at this site during the last centuries. On our left-hand side we have the so-called Palace of Culture, which is a multifunctional hall for cultural events built in the 1960s. But upcoming on our left-hand side is a view onto the New Market, another interesting square in the center of the city, and there you're going to see parts of the Church of Our Lady, the most famous building of Dresden. You can see it now on our left-hand side, or catch a glimpse of it. But you're going to see more of it during our walking tour. This is really very important, and I'm going to explain its history to you later. On our left-hand side we have a yellowish building now, which derives from the late 18th century. It was built as a parliament hall at that time, but today it's the Museum of the History of Dresden. And you will also see, you're also going to see a metal construction added to this old building on our left-hand side. This is a fire staircase, a fire exit created as a work of art, and it was added to this building in 2006 on the occasion of the 800th anniversary of our city. It was celebrated in 2006 because the oldest document we still have, Dresden was mentioned in, derives from 1206. Yeah, now we're standing right next to the Pirnascher Platz, which means square of Pirna. Pirna is